In the first video, we said we can learn the Quran within 60 hours. Let's show you how. The Quran has approximately 78,000 words. These 78,000 words are made up of about only 2,000 unique words, which are constantly repeated, making a total of 78,000 words. Some of these 2,000 words are repeated more often than others, so much so that the 1,200 words you will learn in our course will let you gain a comprehension of more than 86% of the Quran. So how does it actually work? It's actually quite simple. Our souls take images of everything around us. That means whatever we see, hear, and imagine. Being social creatures, we need to communicate these images to one another. Unfortunately, we can't simply take these images out of our head and throw it at other people, and drawing out all the images we want to communicate would make life very difficult. So, to simplify things, we use words to represent these images. We build connections between words and images to the extent that they kind of dissolve in one another. They become so strongly connected that it is almost impossible to separate them. So, if I tell you not to think about a blue tree, the first thing you do is think about a blue tree. This connection is developed with repetition and certain other techniques. Our job is to help create these concepts for you, and with our proven techniques, help you attach the concepts directly to the Arabic words. Let me give you a few examples. Have you ever heard of the words momin and qalb? Did you know the word momin, which means believer, and iman, which means faith, both come from the root word amana, which means security? The reason is a momin feels a sense of security because he knows God is always there for him. Furthermore, others feel secure from his hands and tongue. The reality of iman, faith, is that you feel secure, as do others around you. And did you know the word qalb, which means heart, actually originally means change? Qalb in Arabic is something that changes. The heart is called qalb because it is always in the state of change. And that is why sometimes we feel inclined towards worship, and sometimes we don't. Once these concepts are built, with repetition and our proven techniques, we help you build a firm connection between the two, so that every time you hear the word, the concept comes to your head, and every time you visualize the image, the word comes to your head. You do this throughout 60 simple sessions, and you have the Quran in your hands. Not only will you be able to understand the Quran, but your recitation will also improve. Have you ever been forced by your parents to go to those Quran recitation classes that never really worked? You spent maybe years learning to recite, but still are not able to do it properly. Have you ever wondered why? It's quite simple. It's because you are unable to distinguish one word from the other. Do you have problems reading things in your own language? Probably not. That's because you're able to distinguish between the words. So once you're able to distinguish between the words of the Quran, naturally your recitation will improve too. Now that you know how easy it is to learn the Quran within 60 sessions, let me share a little something with you. On the Day of Judgment, we will all be hoping for the intercession of the Prophet. Without him, we'll be in a lot of trouble. On that day, the Prophet is actually going to complain about us. And the messenger said, "Certainly my people took the Quran as a forsaken thing." You notice that it's in the past tense. That's God trying to tell us, don't even think that this won't happen. It's already done. Imagine our situation on that day when we are in hope of saving ourselves from the mess we have gotten ourselves into, and the Prophet turns away from us. Imagine the helplessness and embarrassment. How are we going to tell the Prophet that we did not have 60 hours for him? On the other hand, imagine if you are a part of a group who the Prophet excludes from his complaint. A group who learnt the Quran, lived by it, and taught others. Imagine being in a special group next to him. Sign up now. Go to www.trsacademy.org and take the course from the comfort of your own home.